Hey everybody, welcome to another Fun in 5. I'm bringing you today Hive. It is a game crawling with possibilities. Hive is an abstract strategy game for 2 players and has some really cool components. It's portable and it is fun. But why is it fun? Well, I'll start with the portable aspect. This game is extremely portable. It does come in a box, but inside the box, it comes with this handy little package. And you could just take all these really cool pieces, cram them into this bag, zip it up, and throw it in a knapsack or under your car seat, and away you go. So Hive, very portable, which makes it fun because you can bring it anywhere. You could play it at a park, you could play it on a train, you could play it in your backyard, wherever. So that's pretty cool that you can do that because it's such a durable game. And I guess that's what tells me the next part about it being fun. I mean, it's only fun bringing something portable if the components can live up to that. And in this game, they can. This game comes with some very, very durable components. I think it's made out of some kind of a hard resin, not really sure what, but very cool. So, and every piece is that high quality. So the images are etched right into the components, so even if you have wear and tear, they're not going to scratch off, and the color is embedded in. So I just love that. I probably already scrolled them across the screen, but there's lots of different bugs, and really stands out on the table, these pieces. So if you did play it somewhere, if you brought it to an outing or on a picnic table or at a restaurant, no worries about these taking any damage. So I love that part. It's fun that you can clink them around in your hand while you're waiting for your opponents to do things, or move them around on the table, trying to reorganize them. Next up is the tile abilities. So these pieces, there is a spider, there's an ant, there is a beetle, there's a grasshopper, there is a bee. And so all of these components each have different abilities, kind of like chess. It's an abstract strategy game like chess. So the spider can move 3 spots around, the grasshopper can jump over, the beetle can climb up over this mess, the ant can go all the way around. So there's some really cool things that they each have their own abilities, and there's a couple of each kind. So when you decide to place them and how you decide to use those abilities is very, very important to the game. But it's also really neat, and it has that aspect of those insects or those creatures. The spider crawls around fast. The ant is even faster running around. The beetle can climb over things. The grasshopper can jump. Those are all thematic to a game that is abstract. So it's kind of neat how those two tie together. All right, next up we have the fact that it's fast. Sometimes. I like games when you're playing 2 players, you don't want them to take hours and hours to play unless it's a really deep strategy game. But this is a light, abstract, quick to play game. You can play a game in as short as 10 minutes if you're both playing really fast, kind of speed mode, or it might take 30 minutes if you're really, really thinking and humming and hawing and in deep thought about how to take your turn. But in essence, it's a very short game. I mean, you could probably play most games in about 15 minutes once you're really familiar with the rules and you don't struggle with what the different components do. And then the last is that it is an abstract strategy game with a very light theme kind of layered on top. So the bug theme and what we talked about with the components and how they can move around, that's pretty cool. But you could take that whole theme away and kind of like a game like chess or Go or whatever, you could still play a game with no theme and still enjoy it. And that's how you know what's a good abstract strategy game, is you don't need the theme to enjoy the game. But it is deep because there are certain things that you can only do at certain times. So you can only play your bee within your first 3 turns, and if your bee ever gets trapped, you lose the game. So that's a cool part of it. There are certain insects that once they kind of get locked into a position, they can no longer move. So you have to be cautious of that when you're playing. And there's just a lot going on when you play bugs versus when you move bugs, when you decide to go on top of things with a beetle versus when you decide to jump with a grasshopper. It's all very neat how you can strategically plan things out. You can play the slow game, just really trying to crawl things around. You can play a fast game by just getting all your pieces out turn after turn after turn. So I just love all those things about it. This is a really cool, compact, abstract strategy game that I've played many, many times, and would highly recommend to anybody who's looking for something different as a 2-player game than chess or checkers or Go or things like that. It's just kind of a more modern, classic, abstract game, if that makes any sense at all. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this game sometime. See you next time.